Hello everybody, this is me in a light T-rate Royal Destroyer, which are excellent and something other destroyers. You have my screen on the build. The first I would recommend preventive maintenance because you are gonna play a concealment game, so if you spotted, you know everybody's gonna shoot, so better than preventive maintenance, protect a little bit the guns and torpedoes. Next is the last stand, that's mandatory, no matter what destroyer. Then BFT, because on Royal Navies your guns are bread and butter. Yes, you will have a chance for the torpedoes. Torpedoes are good, but most of the time you're gonna use your guns. So I decided to buff my guns, especially on the later tiers. The next is concealment, and after that you can pretty much pick whatever you want. For the upgrades, there is nothing much different except that you cannot take the from the any other destroyer build. The only difference is, yes, you can take the Hydra upgrade for more Hydra duration because you have Hydra, or you can swap maybe anti-air for something else, but that's not much, so anything that will give you anything special. So it's most up to you. On this map, I don't like to go behind the island because if I'm destroyer and I'm behind that island, I'm not doing spotting. So I prefer to go either left or right from that island. It depends on what my team will gonna do. So I'm going on this flank because I know that enemy usually try to get to that island, and then we have huge buildup of forces around this island, and it's basically stalemate. So I'm gonna try to go a little bit here. Enemy that probably not gonna be expecting. Maybe I'll get some torpedoes opportunities. If not, at least I'm gonna do some spotting for my team, so they know what the enemy is doing, and maybe they'll be able to get somebody off. So I see a battleship coming in and the cruisers, so I'm gonna try to launch my torpedoes, and I'm basically gonna try to cut them off guard because they are turning. So I'm not doing exactly on the widespread. I'm spreading them around. So, and as you can see in the Royal Navy destroyer, you can launch a single salvos, like torpedoes in a single file, but that needs to be a judgment call, because if you hit, yes, you're gonna have a huge amount of damage because they're all gonna hit, but if you miss, all gonna miss because there is not so much area that you can cover. You're more or less focusing your all of your torpedoes into one area, like you see here. Yes, there are lots of torpedoes, but they're in a small area. So if you dodge one, you're probably gonna dodge them all. There is no reason for me to push in. There is a lot of enemy firepower there. So I'm gonna disengage and reposition. They're shooting at somebody behind me. And again, they still keep pushing. So, and I think that battleship is gonna come in. So I will try to torpedo him if I can, because they are pushing strong. They're really determined to push through on the 10 line. I'm being detected, so there is no reason not to shoot. I'm smoked up. The difference on the Royal Navy destroyers, as you can gonna see, you have only 2 puffs, and the smokes last very, very short. You're not in them to sit and smoke and stay in it. I was expecting the radar, so I was already being prepared, like to bait the radar and keep sailing away, not sitting in my smoke. I was just waiting for him to pop it, so I can duck then behind the island. And at least he has 1 charge less of the radar for the duration of the battle, so I don't have to be fearful of him at the later stages, because he will probably burn through all his radars. I'm going to the other side because torpedoing frontally, it's bad. You're not gonna hit anybody. Some torpedo hits on that battleship, I believe. Somebody else is radaring. So there is no reason to stay. It's better just to keep sailing, duking the shells and sail away. Because if I'm doing maneuvers, I have more it's harder to hit me. So, and sitting in the smoke, they see me with the radar. There is no reason to stay anymore in the smoke. It's better just to run. Or if you can, tuck behind some cover where there are no opportunities for them to shoot at you. So, because there's not so many on my side, I decided to leave this area, maybe approach from the other angle, because me frontally staying here, they're gonna expect me to be in that position. So it's better for me to just reposition and sail away and caught them off guard from some other angles. And also, as you can see on my RPF, I'm trying to hunt their destroyers. Some torpedoes if they keep pushing. So at least even if they don't hit, they will have to turn. So that maybe that their turning may be opportunity for my team to get some nice citadel shots. But probably not, because nobody in this area beside that battleship that's behind the island. I'm going to try to get B, or at least defend it for my team, so they don't get it for free. I know that enemy's destroyer is behind one of those islands, and my RPF telling me which one. So the RPF is very, very beneficial to have on your destroyers, because you know where the threats are if you want to dodge them, and you know where the enemy is if you want to actively hunt them down. And Royal Navy destroyers are excellent at that. They have good guns, especially Lightning, very, very low concealment. Nobody is up to par to him except maybe the Kagero and Yuyang. The Yugamo. That's the IGN's Japanese torpedo line boats that have very, very low concealment. They are only ones that can basically they detect them on par. And Shimakaze on tier 9, tier 10, and Gearing with a legendary upgrade, but only with a legendary upgrade. And even then, it's like 100 meter advantage to the Lightning. Yeah, you're not probably gonna be able to keep them spotted, but it gives you advantage. At least you know, okay, they're here. So there is no reason for me to smoke up. I just want to gun him down. You want to bait them to shoot, then you smoke up, and then you can farm them, because somebody else is spotting for your team. Because as soon as they shoot, the balloon go up. So then you can smoke, and then you can kill them. You don't have the smoke, they're dead. Or if they'll be able to survive, then you can at least chunk them for the huge their pool of HP. So for the next fight, they're gonna be easy pickings. Radar, I believe that's from the destroyer. I believe they have the black. That's the premium destroyer with radar. So, and you can see those slow torpedoes. Those are from the black. So, yeah, they see me, but nobody has angles on me. I purposefully put that island between me and them. Actually, that's not radar from the black. That's some radar cruiser. Maybe I believe that was American radar cruiser, because radar was so long. some torpedoes. Maybe he reverses into them. If not, you never know. Maybe somebody came in. I'm trying to see. My RPF told me, even without looking, I knew somebody's there because of the RPF. RPF is such a huge skill and so useful on, especially on destroyers. You know exactly where the threats are or where the enemy is, so you can hunt him. And that destroyer is dead. Now the battle for the B and C and A is over. So I'm gonna try to get some angles for the C cap. But I'm not going to the middle. I'm gonna try to see what enemy doing, which way they're coming in. I want to get ahead of them. I don't want to hunt them behind because my torpedoes doesn't have that huge range. So I need them to be pushing into me, because on the Royal Navy, on the later tiers, you have only 8 or 10 kilometer torpedoes. So you need for them to be pushing into you. You cannot hunt them while they're moving away. You will not have the range for the torpedoes. I'm just gonna try to spot for my team and maybe go behind enemy lines if I can. So they spot from the angle they're not expecting, so they are always gonna be perma-spotted. I'm detected because of the radar, so there is no reason for me to keep selling my guns anymore. I will try to do some damage. And the thing with the Royal Navies, you will, if you want a torpedo radar cruiser, you will need to put your ship in a danger, because you have only, like I said, the maximum, the later tiers, 10 kilometer torpedoes. So Russian cruisers, you're gonna get into those radar ranges. And if you're hunting like something like Des Moines or any other US heavy hitting cruiser, you will need to get like 10, 9 maybe ish kilometers range. And if they pop radar in the perfect timing, then you will need to again put your ship in a danger and start bobbing and weaving. And will you have torpedoes ready to launch in them? It's really questionable. But single filter torpedoes on the Royal Navy destroyers give them opportunity to send them through the gaps, all torpedoes through the gaps. I'm launching one spread normally, so maybe he's going further, maybe he's going backwards, and speeding up or slowing down, and the rest single file. So if my prediction correct, majority of torpedoes will hit him. I'm not expecting torpedoes to hit, they're just there if he decides to push in, just like the turret. Looks my prediction was extremely well. And you see, you can, with the single file torpedoes, you can really small areas flood with the torpedoes. And if somebody's there, there is no way to dodge. They're just too tightly packed in, so they will get huge chunks of damage. And here is the game more or less over. You will have the stats at the end. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. And I'll catch you on the flip side.